Mostly sunny skies later today with your high temperature getting up to 80. As you head through the evening and overnight hours, partly cloudy skies and a chilly overnight low, dropping to 58. This is your weather update from the WSIC Weather Center.
76 years strong, and we're still the one. WSIC. News. Talk. Now.
Oh, shoot. Love you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, LKN. 7:06. Welcome to your Fry Yay. I don't know what you got planned for the weekend, but I want to hear about it. 844 Studio 4. What you doing? What you doing this weekend? I can tell you who's doing something this weekend, and that's Jerry. Jerry from The Golden Bachelor. Don't know what he's doing, but he's got to be doing something. Did you watch the premiere, Bill?
I did. Yes.
And was it everything you hoped for?
Yes, actually. I think it was. When I watched it, because it was just the first episode, so a lot of introductions, a lot of names, a lot of ladies I'm meeting that I'm not gonna have to know. You know what I mean? People are getting cut.
Night one?
Oh yeah, night one. Yes.
What?
Yes. And
Jerry is ruthless.
yeah. Hey, that's how the game
No
goes.
emotional connection.
So that's the thing. Jerry does have emotional. His name's Gary.
Gary, sorry.
Gary, yeah.
It's Gary or Jerry?
It's Gary. Hold on, because I was having this conversation with Nat, and it's Gary. I think it's Gary, but it is Gerrey. So I don't, Gary.
Don't ask him to spell it.
Right.
Just believe him. It is Gary.
But I think this season, I think I'm gonna be sad, man. I think he was heartbroken, even just letting ladies leave who were he met that night. He was crying. So
He was crying?
yeah, I think this is gonna tear him to bits. He's a nice guy. This is not a nice guy's game. Or you gotta have at least that little bit in you. It's kind of like, I pretended, but
Like it was like the producers were forcing him. Hey, Gary, we haven't told you yet.
yeah, cut him.
You got to cut 4. Like
That's it.
Was
off-
it 4?
Yeah.
Was
right
it 4?
Right off the top. Trim 4.
And how we're going to do it, Gary, is the moment they come out of the limo, just start pointing at him
Right.
and say no.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
That's it. That's all you got. I wonder
Seems like a good show though.
I wonder if Gary used the new left eye tactic.
What's the left eye tactic?
So there's this doctor out of that teaches. I'm assuming she's a doctor. She's a neuroscientist. That's a doctor, right? Is that safe to say that she's a doctor?
Yes.
Neuroscientist?
Yes.
I'd say so.
She's a neuroscientist.
She's a neuroscientist. That's Dr. Tara Swart.
Nice.
She teaches at MIT. She says there is this tactic that can be used, which stems really from birth. So they could study this from the time of birth, and now they're going to apply it to us as adults. And this is for you daters out there. Here's a new trick. Bill, go ahead and roll clip 42. No, not ready for clip 42. Okay, we're not ready for clip 42. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. All right, I'll give you the backstory a little bit more then, because that didn't work. If you really want to get in touch with someone you're trying to date, you gotta make a real connection. You gotta have something that will help you find if there is something there, and it's almost like a shortcut. It's almost like a shortcut. And so let's hear what Dr. Tara Swart has to say on the matter. Roll clip.
When a baby is born, one of the ways that it learns what emotion the mum's experiencing, how it understands its own emotions, everything that grows over childhood and teenage into, pro-social behavior, starts off mostly with eye contact with the mum. So at first they can hardly see anything. They can just kind of see two blobs. And then they start to understand more about like micro facial expression changes and stuff. But eye contact with the mum is hugely important. So most people are right-handed. So they'll be holding their baby in their left arm so they can still use their dominant hand to do stuff. And that means that when you gaze at your baby, your right eye is looking into their left eye. And then that interaction that from the optic nerve is going around the brain. It's impacting the amygdala where emotions come from. And it's creating this emotional resonance loop that's part of how the mother and the baby bond. So that right eye to left eye contact is the most bonding eye contact that you can have with someone.
There it is. That's the secret. If you're right-handed, look into the left eye of the person you are attempting to make an emotional connection with. Here's the real question, though. What do left-handers do? Do they have a chance at love? Do you think left-handers deserve the right to love, Bill?
What? Yes. I hope. Please. Yeah. Please.
Give us a shot out here,
Right.
people.
We're not that bad.
How did it make you feel the moment you heard this doctor of MIT say most people are right-handed?
Oh, I think we got a guest here.
Oh, they're here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll let everybody
Didn't
know.
like
You go ahead.
that.
Yeah, you did. So there's the secret. If you're trying to date somebody, if you're right-handed, solely look into their left eye. Do you do it with your right eye to their left eye? Which side do I wear the patch on? I'm still trying to figure that part out. I think Bill may have left his mic on here as he's going. We've got Teryaki Madness at 7:50. Oh, yeah, he definitely. Can we hear? He's introducing them into the hallway. He's let them into the studio now. Teryaki Madness is here. They have a restaurant located in Mooresville as well as Charlotte. Thank you for coming. Nope, that's fantastic. Thank you for coming. Absolutely.
Oh, got the mic on.
Bill, how was the
about
welcoming the guests into the studio? Was it nice?
It's great. Yeah.
Okay.
Brandi is here.
Brandy's here. Okay, so Brandi from Teryaki Madness. I had a bowl at Teryaki Madness. So when we went and did the stretch zone video,
Tell me about it.
we went to Mooresville. We did the stretch zone video. Phenomenal. Stretch zone. You want to check them out if you're looking to get a good stretch. You got to help with the circulation. You got something else going on with you. Stretch it out. Directly adjacent to stretch zone in Mooresville off Highway 150, Teryaki Madness.
Okay.
I said, yo, I worked up a good sweat.
Those
got
are,
my stretch.
Those are two buzzwords for you.
Got what? Stretch and sweat?
No, teriyaki and madness.
Oh, that's a good combo, though, right?
Exactly.
My eyes, I saw that beforehand, had declared we're going there after.
Right.
Walked in.
I don't know why I can visualize that so perfectly.
So I got, well, I'll tell you what I got when Brandi comes in. So
Okay.
Brandi and her husband are the franchisees, I believe, of Teryaki Madness. Two locations, Mooresville and Charlotte, I do believe. We'll
Yes.
get that clarity going on. I thought it was absolutely delicious. I said, look, I got to tell people about this. Some lady came up to the table, said, how's everything? I said, look, it's great. I don't have much time. Are you the owner? And she said, or I said, are you the manager? She said, I'm the owner. I said, perfect.
Great answer.
You're who I need to talk to.
Right.
Come on the radio and talk about it. Maybe? I said, no, it's real. This is real.
Right.
Come on the radio. Let's talk about it. And she said, okay, I'll do it. And so Brandi is here from Teryaki Madness. I'm going to tell you about the deliciousness.
In the house.
The morsels that when they touched my tongues, my taste buds did a little explosion thing, went down the goozle into the esophagus, and continued with the party all night long. And that's how it goes. Here's the secret. Now I need to go back, and I need to look at the bowl with my left eye, or look the bowl in the left eye.
Oh, okay. Yeah, make that connection.
Do I make it? Do I do it with my left, or do I do it with my right? I still am not
We'll
clear
have
on
to
that.
re-listen to that.
We
I gotta listen to it backwards because I'm
you're left-handed.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you do. You reverse the audio, and that's how you figure that out. We've got Bill Russell coming on at 8:15 today as well. We got a debrief on this hitting competition that went on yesterday at D-Bat in Huntersville. Yeah, I'll let Bill tell the story. I'll let him tell the story whenever he comes on 8:15. We're going to take a look at traffic. We got Jeff from iCats, rideicats.com coming up next. And then we're going to sit down with Brandi and have a little chit-chat about some Teryaki Madness. Stick around.
There's more Good Morning LKN on the way from the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. This Friday, the Steel Wheels are performing at Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius. Come listen to the storytelling abilities of the Steel Wheels through Americana and folk music. Doors open at 7 and the show starts at 8. The Steel Wheels, this Friday, canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Start your engines, racing fans. The Bank of America Roval 400 is back to Charlotte. Sunday, October 8th, starting at 2 p.m. The Bank of America Roval 400 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Get your tickets before it's too late. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com. No time to get to the apple picking at Kerrigan Farms? Apple picking ends September 30th. But you have your chance to go pumpkin picking. Starting September 30th, you can experience the pumpkin patch at Kerrigan Farms. Book your experience now at kerriganfarms.com. The All-American Dog Show is this Sunday in Cornelius, 2 until 5 p.m. Bring your furry friends with you. Come find out who has the fluffiest coat and see the cutest puppy in all of Cornelius. And be sure to come by the WSIC tent at the All-American Dog Show happening at Robbins Park in Cornelius this Sunday. For more info, visit cornelius.org. Have an event you would like to tell people about? Yard sales, estate sales, and everything in between? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Saturdays and Sundays, September 30th through November 19th. Eat, drink, be merry at the Renaissance Festival. Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last.
And now for a look at your weather forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Foggy morning out there today, but it should end up being warmer than yesterday. Mostly sunny skies later today with your high temperature getting up to 80. As you head through the evening and overnight hours, partly cloudy skies and a chilly overnight low dropping to 58. This is your weather update from the WSIC Weather Center.
Good morning, LKN continues now on WSIC. News, talk, now.
Good morning, LKN. 7:18. Welcome to your day. I hope you're doing well. 844 Studio 4 if you want to be part of the conversation. You always can. We welcome you. We need to get a look at the streets, though. We need to know what's finding out on the roads right now. Yesterday, there was reports of pole vaulters across the bridge just north of Davidson. Jeff with iCats is on the phone. Jeff, are the pole vaulters still out today on 77?
Well, I was wondering if Bill and you were the ones that were pole vaulting.
It's possible. We ran up there real quick and dove across the bridge. How's it looking this morning, though, sir?
Good morning. Things are looking good. 77 from Statesville to Charlotte, both north and southbound seem to be flowing well. There's no incidents to report. I've not heard anything on the secondary roads in Statesville or Mooresville, so it looks like it's a good start to our Friday.
And Friday is the day where iCats goes to Hickory. Is it $1 or $2 each way to Hickory, Jeff?
$1 each way.
$1 each way. If you need to run some errands to Hickory, today's the day. RideICats.com. You can check out their full weekly schedule. If you need to even just go around town throughout Iredell County, it's only $1. Maybe you got to go to the grocery, the pharmacy. You got to go somewhere. Choose alternative transportation. And Jeff is the one you can cruise with to the city of Charlotte each day. They do a daily commute twice down to the city. $3 each way to make it to the city of Charlotte. But you get to cruise that HOV lane the whole way, which is nice. Jeff, did you wave to everyone today on your way down to Charlotte the first round?
It just sometimes we do. To make it clear on the trip to Charlotte, we go twice in the morning and then twice in the afternoon to go back down and either pick up people or bring people from Charlotte up to Mooresville or Statesville. So we actually go to Charlotte 4 times a day.
That's pretty good.
Twice in the morning, twice in the afternoon.
Did you guys do your Carolina Panthers rally this morning already on the way down to Charlotte, or no? Not yet.
Not yet, no. But hopefully they pull out a win this weekend.
That's right. All right, Jeff, we appreciate you. We'll check in with you at 8:15 today, sir.
All right. Have a good morning.
You as well. Thanks, Jeff. RideICats.com, your alternative transportation source. And if you need alternative transportation, which I do after I had to be wheelbarrowed out of Teryaki madness because of how delicious it was, I just let it all go. And I get the opportunity right now to sit down with Miss Brandi of Teryaki Madness. 2 locations?
2 locations.
One in Mooresville, one in Charlotte.
Yes.
Okay. How did you decide that you wanted to get involved in? Is it Japanese food? What's the culture?
It's Japanese, Asian inspired.
Japanese, Asian inspired
Yeah.
food. Okay, so how did you get involved with Japanese, Asian inspired food?
We loved the food.
Yeah.
We loved the food. We, we checked out a couple different concepts, but we did go to a location, and my kids ate broccoli and vegetables and
Wow.
ate all their food, and we were pretty much sold then.
That was the trigger. You said,
That
if
was
my
the
kids
trigger.
will eat it, anybody will.
Yeah, we were looking for something that we would feel good to feed other families, something that's healthy. Burgers are great. I can't eat a big fat burger every day.
No, unfortunately.
No. So we did love the food. We could get behind it. We loved the company. We loved the small menu. We know what we're good at, and you stick to that. I think sometimes menus can get carried away.
Sure.
So that was pretty much sold, done deal for us.
Was it in North Carolina, the location you went to, or was it in a different state?
So we actually purchased the location from an existing franchise. So he started the restaurant down in Charlotte, did great with getting the word out, was ready to move on to his next project, and so we kind of took it from there. So we went to that location. That's the only one in North Carolina right now, until we opened our second one in Mooresville. So,
Nice. Good market cap there, right there. Not
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, we will be expanding. So.
Yeah. Okay. And is that how big is the franchise itself? Like, do you have direct contact with the original franchisor, or what's that relationship like with the corporate office for you guys?
So the original guys are still with the company, but once it kind of started going into franchise, Michael Haith is the CEO. He purchased the company and really kind of took it to another level, getting it across the whole country. And we do have direct relations with him. My husband talks to him quite frequently. We go to convention. We have it coming up at the end of November.
Oh,
it's
where
a good
at?
time. This year it's in Nashville.
Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we going to see a little spiciness added more to the menu because it's in Nashville this year?
Oh,
or what?
maybe. I don't know.
Just making it up as we go.
I don't know. Yeah.
What's been the big? Do you have a restaurant background prior to this?
Yes. So my husband and I both worked in the industry at the same place. He was at a location for 17 years, or company rather, 17 years. I had stepped away when we had our third child. He is now in school, and so it was time for mom to get back to work.
There we go.
And so, yeah, we decided, if not now, when? You can't wait forever to, start following your dreams.
That's
so.
a fair question. So when did you guys acquire the Charlotte location?
We did that in, June of 2022.
June of 2022. And you've already opened a second location.
Yes.
So did you know you wanted to open a second location, even when you guys bought the Charlotte one, or that seems like a quick timeline to go to 2 locations?
Yeah, so the Mooresville one was in the works, and then the opportunity for Charlotte came along, and we jumped on it. It worked out great because, sometimes construction can take a little longer than expected, as was the case. So it worked out that we stayed busy in Charlotte while Mooresville was getting ready, and timing just, sometimes it's not what you think it is, but then in the end, it's perfect.
What's been the biggest, I don't want to say shock, but difference in your minds of what you and your husband's name again? I'm sorry.
Is Marlon.
Marlon. For you and Marlon, when you went into the business to then practically you're actually in the business, what was one of the biggest differences in your mind that you didn't expect?
I don't really think I can think of anything right now. We knew that it would be a lot of hard work. We're not afraid of hard work. Actually, the quote on the wall says, dreams don't work unless you do. So I think our team members could attest to, we're not going to ask you to do anything that we wouldn't do ourselves or couldn't be seen doing yesterday or today. I put the truck up yesterday. Doesn't mean I want to do it every day, but it's hard work, but it's what we signed up for, and we love it.
Now, by yesterday, you were telling me you guys have started catering. Am I allowed to say that right now?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so you've started catering. That's a bit different than just walking in and getting a plate or a bowl. Is that been in the works from the franchise perspective, or was it always available and you guys were able to just kind of check that box like, hey, we want to do it now? How did that work?
So when a new store opens, you want to kind of make sure that you get your staff in place and get their speed up before you're adding on that next level, because we do offer a quick turnaround. Obviously, we'd like some notice, but we usually try to make it happen. I've done caterings a day in advance if I can. If I can do it, I'm going to make it happen. We do a lot of like car dealerships where we'll feed the staff. This Saturday, we have a lot going out from our Charlotte location. So we did just turn that on for Mooresville, and we're starting to see some of those things pick up.
Can people, do you guys have an app, or how does that work as far as if someone's not in the store physically?
Yeah,
order?
we do have an app, so they could just download the app. That's how they'll get all their loyalty reward points. I believe they're still getting a free bowl just for downloading the app. You can refer a friend, and then you each get $5.
I'm looking at Bill the Buffer over here, the producer. I gotta download the app and refer real quick.
Yeah, a little incentive. But you can download that, order your food for pickup, order it for delivery. We do have some third-party driving programs in place. You can get your catering delivered. You can also order from Easy Cater, but you will get a better deal from ordering on our website.
A direct connection. Now, you guys do deliver. Like, do you deliver or do you use a third party?
Both.
Okay, yeah. So why not? Yeah.
Yeah, both. So in the beginning, I liked to do a lot of the caterings myself just to make sure that they were all set up properly and went smoothly. Obviously, I can't do that now. We have 2 and 3 caterings going out a day, sometimes out of that Charlotte location. So it's a combination of me, myself, my husband, and him. The third-party companies that we use and some other team members.
What for you has been the part culturally, because Charlotte and Mooresville are different.
They are.
And so yet you have a unified brand, yet you know the markets are different. How do you and Marlon play that game?
It's funny to see now that they're both open, they're really opposite. So Charlotte is really busy for lunch, a lot of those business lunches, a lot of the catering go out for lunchtime. And then on the weekends are kind of just steady all day, slower, whereas lunch during the week is wham bam. Here in Mooresville, we're finding dinner is a lot busier. I think that's more of the families, busy moms trying to grab dinner as they're taking their kids off to sports or whatnot. So yeah, it's opposite. Even in food choices are kind of different.
What do you find as far as, is it the base? Is it the protein? What is it that's different for, like, do people just eat chicken in Charlotte compared to steak here in Mooresville, or what's the difference?
They do love the steak in Mooresville. They do love the steak in Mooresville for sure, and the chicken breast.
Okay.
Charlotte's more of a spicy chicken and a lot of tofu.
Tofu?
Yes, a lot of tofu.
Do you eat tofu?
I do not.
Okay. I don't either. I'm not discriminating.
No.
I don't eat tofu.
A lot of people love it.
Yeah. Is Nat big on tofu, Bill?
It depends. It depends. She's big on texture, so it's going to depend a lot on that.
How's the texture of your tofu?
We do fry it, and then we put it in the wok.
Yeah, these are good.
To put some sauce and seasoning on it.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
I don't know if that answers your question.
I don't know what the texture of tofu is, but
you had me at steak, so.
The experience when people walk in, I enjoyed it because the way the menu process works. Is that what you guys came up with, or is that the franchise in general, and that's what they educated you on? Or
That's the franchise. They get all credit for that. We didn't want to reinvent the wheel. We found a restaurant model that worked. We love the simplicity. You know, it's all buildable. So you're going to pick your base, pick your protein, and then you get those stir-fry veggies with it.
You got my mouth is watering right now. Radio fan, we are going to take a break. Digital fan, we're going to stick with you. WSICnews.com, all the social platforms. We are video streaming live as we do all of our content. We're talking with Brandi. Her husband Marlon is not here, but the husband and wife team that are the franchisees of Teryaki Madness, both in Mooresville and Charlotte. And so if you're looking for deliciousness in a bowl to hit your taste buds and enjoy, well, you're in the right place. Coming right back, Radio Fam. All right, we're still on digital. Brandi, your favorite dish at Teryaki Madness?
You know, I go to the chicken teriyaki most.
What's your base though? Like, well, give me the you're at the counter ordering. which you would be just behind and probably punching in. But let's assume you were in front. Your hostess is there taking your order. What are you saying?
I mean, I do the white rice chicken teriyaki with the veggies. Every now and then I will get the fried rice. We do make that to order, so it's not fried rice that was made 4 hours ago. But yeah,
That's pretty good.
I have a question. Are we doing do we do like pumpkin spice teriyaki?
I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear him?
No,
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know how, because I can hear. He's asking if we do pumpkin spice teriyaki.
Oh, no. You will probably see some marketing joking about that, though. I've seen that from past years.
All right.
Do they force you guys to use their marketing, the corporate office, or like do you guys have like your own like ability to adapt to the local marketplace? I guess, like, how does that
It's
work?
both.
Yeah, a little
There's
bit of
like a
combo.
national ad campaign
course.
that they do, and they get behind the app and different promos through DoorDash and
Yeah.
whatnot. But then we have the leeway to do our
Oh,
own.
this is why you can't hear. Now you can hear everything. So Brandi wasn't hearing anything before.
Oh, really?
So it was probably just sound like I was muffled in her headphones because
I
of
hear
volume.
you.
Okay.
I just couldn't
Well, I'm
hear,
just
like-
loud because I'm right here.
Right.
But yeah, but now you can hear Bill though, right?
Yeah, I can hear
Hey
both.
now.
Okay. Hey. Okay, so you didn't hear the tofu question then whenever he asked
No,
that.
that's how I was like,
Oh, so I was wondering why she looked
She
at me
was
like I was
giving you
like
the
I
cues,
was
man.
I was like
She gave you all the cues.
I was a total weirdo at that moment. Like, what is
Sorry
he? He's
about that,
asking about
Brandi.
tofu.
We do
Like-
that with all the new guests.
okay, you got me.
See, I'm trying to remember. I had the brown rice, and then I did a double protein. I did salmon and chicken,
Okay, nice.
and it was a good combo.
That's
I'm
my
not
guy.
a big salmon guy,
Okay.
but I was like, look, let me give a shot here.
Right.
Let's just see because I was like, I love flavor.
Yeah.
And Teriyaki Express or Madness, the flavor is maddening. It is that the mantra behind it? Like,
I guess we always say welcome to the madness. because
yeah.
You never know.
That's it. Do you think that there's room for another location in a close proximity, or do you think based on the data you guys are seeing, you're going to have to go a little bit farther out?
We want to put maybe 2 more in the Charlotte area, and then kind of go out. We like Harrisburg. We like Mount Holly. We like.
Belmont's popping right now. You go out toward Belmont area right now.
Okay.
I'm just throwing that out there to you. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I know.
We're about to come back from break. Brandi, with this volume, I don't want it to
Blast your eardrums.
blow up your ears.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, okay.
All
Here.
right, so we're gonna ease into it.
100.7
All right, here we go.
WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7:33, Justin Ckezepis. Bill's on the sticks. We've got Brandi in studio. My mouth is watering because of teriyaki madness that is occurring. Welcome to the madness is what she says I'm allowed to say. Teriyaki Madness located in Mooresville off Highway 150 in the shopping center where Smoothie King is.
Mm-hmm.
Hobby Lobby's there too, right? Is Hobby Lobby there or no? That's a different parking
No,
lot.
Best Buy is on the one
Best
far
Buy.
end. Yeah.
And it's the
Old
big
Town.
shopping center, kind of
Old
just
Navy,
past
yeah.
Brawley School, right? I think, or Williamson, just past Williamson.
Yes.
Trying to think of the best way to describe this here.
It's between 35 and 36.
That's it. If you're in Mooresville, just stick your nose out the window and you'll smell it, and you'll find your way to Teriyaki Madness, and then a location in Charlotte as well. Where's the Charlotte location at?
It's in the Metropolitan, so 1100 Metropolitan.
Oh, y'all are in the city.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're in the thick of it.
Yes.
Wow. So when you guys have to do like catering, do you ride this like? Does Marlon ride a bicycle and like deliver it to a building, or how does that work?
No, but I've gotten quite familiar with all the loading docks and elevator shafts and of all the big buildings.
I could imagine. Do you find that how excited are you about catering? Because if you guys launch catering day one and you're already busy, you're busy this weekend, like it's got to be a little bit of excitement to that.
Oh, I love it every time you see a large order. Of course, right? Got kids to go
That's
to
right.
college.
That's right. How is the margin in the food game? Is it? I would imagine it's tight, and through COVID, the way the pricing structure has gone and all that, is it balancing out for you right now, or what's that been like?
It is balancing out a bit. We got to have what we sell, so we can't do anything about it. But we do pride ourselves on being operators and watching food cost and labor costs and all those things, so it can still be profitable.
Is it all sourced through corporate, or do you guys find like and you just let them know, hey, this is what we're looking like?
We go through Cisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of their.
And are the systems connected, like they can see your inventory levels directly, or do you have to actively inform them of what's going on?
We order trucks 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
3 times a week.
In your experience as in the restaurant industry, is that frequent, not frequent, kind of in the middle?
I think are 2 times. I think maybe more non-corporate might be one time a week, but in our past lives corporate, that was twice a week.
So 3 is a good sign then.
3 is a good sign.
Do you want a truck every day delivering stuff?
No.
Is that the goal? No, that's not the goal. We don't want
It's
that.
been my workout.
Okay. Do you find 3 is kind of a good sweet spot for you guys? Would you like to get it down to 2? Does that matter to you at this point?
I think 3. Initially in Charlotte, we had 2. We got busy and we needed to add that 3rd truck. So that's a good thing. Good thing. With Mooresville, we're still learning the trends as to what we need, from a day-to-day basis as we add catering too. So it's nice to have that flexibility.
Just double steak.
We need more steak.
More steak to Mooresville.
Yes.
Mills Market just passed in downtown Cornelius, a new building that's going to go in, I think 238 apartment units and then 12,000 square feet of ground floor retail. I bring it up because during the hearing at the town board meeting where they were considering approval, a resident brought up the concept of deliveries and trucks and all that kind of stuff. So for you guys in Mooresville, in the shopping center you're in, is it like this massive 18-wheeler that takes up space at 11 o'clock in the afternoon or 11 o'clock in the morning during lunch rush hour, or how does that work?
I mean, it is a large truck because they're not just coming to our restaurant, but it's behind the building.
Okay, so they tuck behind, and then that's where they can load up. Do you, is it a set time of day, like 3 a.m., or how does that work?
Not with us. I know some places can do key drop and it'll come overnight. Ours is kind of anywhere from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay, 9 to 3. So it's kind of a pretty big range there. You got to be prepared for it.
Yeah, we use the app to kind of locate the truck, and sometimes
that's a good tool, though.
Yeah,
that's good. That helps.
Yeah,
because if you got to go deliver catering and then come back, right, real quick. Yeah,
exactly.
not bad.
Or I need the steak that's on the truck.
What is the typical feedback that you get from the community when they come in and maybe it's their first experience? I imagine a lot of people it's their first experience, but then they come back again.
Yeah.
What culturally is that first experience like for most people?
It's a good feedback. A lot of people are like, "Wow, this is amazing." And I'm like, "I know, we loved it so much we bought the restaurant." We're starting to see regulars already, which is awesome. And I live right around the corner from the Mooresville restaurant, so it's cool to see people that you know, and then get to know people that you didn't know before, and as they're coming in more frequently. That's been cool.
What's something funky that are you guys allowed to alter the menu? Can you go to corporate and say, "Hey, we're gonna add pumpkin spice"? Are you able to do that, or no? They don't want you guys touching. Don't break it. Basically, that's what they say.
But yeah, and we don't really want to experiment.
Yeah,
we know what works.
Well, it's the place you can go to escape the pumpkin spice.
Oh, that's true. That's a good way to think about it.
Just a return to normalcy, the teriyaki madness.
That's right. Stay away from all the propaganda. Come to teriyaki
Maybe I'll
madness.
get a candle or something.
A candle?
All right, I like it.
That would be a funny course where you drip the candle into it too. No, we're not gonna do that.
No, don't shoot that one.
They don't like that one. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about potentially that process of someone who wants to start a restaurant or something like that. What would be some advice you would give somebody who's been considering or is taking some steps actively? Give them some advice now that we're kind of post-COVID, right? In the main sense of things. So for the industry as a whole, what kind of advice would you give someone considering the restaurant game?
I think stick to what you know and don't try to overcomplicate it. Sometimes you go to restaurants and the menu is so massive.
You been to Cheesecake Factory recently?
We did walk by the other day. But not only as it's confusing for the customer. They don't really know what to get, so they don't find that thing that they love that will bring them back. But also as an operator, that's a lot of things to have sitting on the shelf. And if you only use the jalapenos for the nachos, you've got whole cases sitting there. So try to limit your menu and your SKUs on your shelf.
What about labor? What's labor been like for you guys?
They're different markets, but we do pay our people a living wage. We have mostly adults that are working for us, and so we like to take care of them.
Culturally, what is it like for you as an employer right now with employees?
I mean, maybe we're the anomaly because everybody always asks, "Oh, is it so hard?" It's kind of humbling when people that leave, a lot of them have asked to come back. That's not always the case, but I think it speaks for the type of people that we are. We run the company like a family. We take care of our people.
My wife is a kindergarten teacher. We can work. We work together in many aspects of life. We have 2 children. She's great. She's phenomenal. She puts up with me a lot of things.
She's so strong.
But we don't like work in a professional setting together.
Right.
So the husband-wife dynamic for you and Marlon, what's that been like?
I think because we met, in this kind of role before. We actually, a team member the other day was like, you guys actually work really well together. I think because we kind of have our own operations as to, I do the payroll and the onboarding and he does the maintenance and, he does his thing. So we're not clashing too much. And then now with the 2 locations, you'll find him in Charlotte most days and me in Mooresville most days, so I can be close to the kids.
And you don't have to drive as far.
Right.
What time does he leave to get to Charlotte in the morning?
So he's not opening the store. We have managers, so he maybe about 10 a.m.
Okay, not terrible.
Yeah, rolling right
Can
for
hang out in the
lunch.
morning a little bit, have a good time. See, fellow entrepreneur, you're getting people excited about starting small business.
Yeah.
How is it for you as a small business? Which I don't even like that term, like relatively speaking. I like boutique business. That's the phrase I like to use. As a boutique business in the community, how do you feel the community reacts to boutique businesses in general? Do you think it's vital? Do you think we're just kind of here? What do you think?
I think they get excited. I've seen that a lot in the Mooresville area. Our grand opening was awesome and insane. Lines, down the sidewalk, which was cool. People really got excited. I think once they found out that it was locally owned too, they really get behind it. I've been talking to a bunch of schools and trying to book fundraisers for different dance programs and there's a veteran organization we're getting behind. So we like to tie back into the community and be just excited about what they're doing as they are what we're doing.
That's an interesting perspective because relationships are so key, right?
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, I think business owners, restaurants, no matter the business, right? Doesn't matter. They're so focused in their own, like, hey, this is my model. But you're taking the perspective of, well, wait a second, we've got to go out to the community. So for you, what's been a couple of those like reach out to the community moments, or maybe it's from past experience as well, that you think have helped you guys kind of grow the brand?
So during training, there was like 3 days where they're making a bunch of bowls because they have to practice with real food. And, 15 people cannot eat 80 bowls. So my husband...
Try me.
Next door. But we fed nest homes. We fed, I think we were able to do 5 different fire departments. We fed the police department twice. So we, got the food out. It was marketing and it was given back to those people in the community.
And it obviously was good food because people are coming back.
They are, yeah.
How much of an emphasis on quality is there in your mind?
We want to be fast, but it doesn't matter if it's not right in quality. So it's a balance of both. We're like, get it out right. Don't serve something that you wouldn't want to eat yourself or you wouldn't serve your mom, That's a good rule. If you wouldn't give it to your mama, don't be giving it to anybody else. We've been speaking with Brandi. Her husband, Marlon, also is, they are the franchisees of Teryaki Madness. 2 locations here. Lake Norman, that's the Mooresville area. Highway 150 off exit 36 off 77, down near the Smoothie King, near Williamson Road, the big old shopping center. Absolutely delicious. You can download their app, and that way you can get a free bowl on referral, maybe. I'm looking over here at the producer here. We're going to refer some bowls out and see what we can do. And then in Charlotte, you guys are in the Metropolitan. You're just right there in Center City. So if you work in Charlotte, you could be ordering Teryaki Madness. Maybe Marlon delivers your meal to you on his bike directly to your desk in the high rise of Bank of America or Wells Fargo. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe it's Brandi who bring the truck to the catering loading dock. And if you're a business that has catering, consider them.
Keep it right here. Justin will be right back with more Good Morning LKN on the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. This Friday, the Steel Wheels are performing at Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius. Come listen to the storytelling abilities of the Steel Wheels through Americana and folk music. Doors open at 7 and the show starts at 8. The Steel Wheels, this Friday, kanearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Start your engines, racing fans. The Bank of America Roval 400 is back to Charlotte. Sunday, October 8th, starting at 2 p.m., the Bank of America Roval 400 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Get your tickets before it's too late. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com. No time to get to the apple picking at Kerrigan Farms? Apple picking ends September 30th. But you have your chance to go pumpkin picking. Starting September 30th, you can experience the pumpkin patch at Kerrigan Farms. Book your experience now at kerriganfarms.com. The All-American Dog Show is this Sunday in Cornelius, 2 until 5 p.m. Bring your furry friends with you. Come find out who has the fluffiest coat and see the cutest puppy in all of Cornelius. And be sure to come by the WSIC tent at the All-American Dog Show happening at Robbins Park in Cornelius this Sunday. For more info, visit cornelius.org. Have an event you would like to tell people about? Yard sales, estate sales, and everything in between? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Saturdays and Sundays, September 30th through November 19th. Jousting, knights, mermaids, fairies, dragons. Oh my! Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last.
And now for a look at your weather forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Foggy morning out there today, but it should end up being warmer than yesterday. Mostly sunny skies later today with your high temperature getting up to 80. As you head through the evening and overnight hours, partly cloudy skies and a chilly overnight low dropping to 58. This is your weather update from the WSIC Weather Center.
Revitalize your landscape with ease. Experience hassle-free transformations with Drum Landscape Supply's swift and reliable delivery service. Visit drumlandscapesupply.com today. Drum Landscape Supply, your local one-stop landscape shop.
Now, more stimulating talk for Lake Norman Statesville with Justin Ckezepis. It's Good Morning LKN on the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. Justin Ckezepis, Bills on the Sticks. 844 Studio 4 if you want to be part of the conversation. Thanks to Brandi. Teryaki Madness. The delicious madness that will hit your taste buds and go all the way down your goozle into your belly. They are located in Mooresville, Highway 150, exit 36. A lot going on exit 36. A lot going on these days. Delicious. When I went, I had brown rice, and I did the double protein. I did salmon and teriyaki chicken, and it was
nice. That sounds strong.
Whoo, it was good.
Yeah, that sounds strong.
It was good. And I actually also think I forgot.
Oh, baby. Black powder coffee. You got to love it. 21?
At least.
At least flavors, right? So, you see, the thing about the coffee is I don't cut it.
I don't
cut it. I like it black, right?
Straight from the earth to the cup.
To the cup, right? I brew it. Peanut butter flavor this week.
Which
delicious.
I brewed on, I grinded the beans on Sunday. So I could have it for the whole week.
Right.
I must have put a little bit of extra in the drip over the week because this was the last cup of the week that I could make. So I got to do a new one tomorrow.
Excellent. So wait, hold on. You just have a pot that you make on Monday?
Nope. I grind the beans on Monday.
Okay.
But I probably did like an extra scoop per day.
I see.
And then so now like where normally like a bag gets me to at least Sunday. This week it only got me to Friday.
It's that good.
It's peanut butter.
Right.
I did it for Debbie.
It's peanut butter.
I did it for Debbie.
Yeah.
It's her favorite flavor, so I did that one for
You're the
her.
best.
Well, was I supposed to say something else after that?
No, I was just telling you you're the best.
Well, I was saying that there's a lot of things on Highway 150, exit 36 right now.
Go, list them. 3 things. Go.
Teriyaki Madness.
Okay.
Black powder.
Uh-huh.
Stretch zone.
Boom.
All 3 on exit 36.
Right. That's a good afternoon.
That's actually quite
Like a good
fulfilling.
morning. Yeah.
It's a full day.
Right.
Well, at least through lunch.
Right.
Well, you can go back for dinner though.
You can. That's where in Mooresville it's popping.
Highway 150 is very busy. Wait till they start the road widening on Highway 150. That's what
You
it's
wait.
we all have to because I think it's like another 10 years.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird's a winner. Well, a bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Today's word of the day. See, word of the day is where I give Justin a word, and he has to guess the definition. Sometimes he's heard the word. Oftentimes he has never heard the word before.
Most times.
Right? We're all about learning here at WSIC, so here's the highly anticipated segment, word of the day. All right, today's word of the day is churlish. Churlish. And this is the only way I say it. Churlish.
Is that a Medea word?
Churlish. It certainly could be.
Like childless?
Yes, this is the Medea word of the day.
Churlish.
Churlish.
Okay.
Churlish. It's an adjective. For those following along at home, that's CHURLISH.
Why are you acting churlish?
Churlish. Churlish. It's funny.
It is a
like
funny word. I like it.
You want to hear it in a sentence?
I'm going to need it in a sentence, otherwise I'm going to make up some definition that's
boy.
not going to be accurate.
Yeah. Sentence. Linda decided never to call that babysitter again because the nanny cam showed that she acted churlish with the children. Not churlish with the children.
Careless? Is she acting careless, reckless, ruthless?
Something like that.
Is it a formal word? Is churlish a formal word?
It is a formal word. Churlish. Now you're just acting churlish. Here's another sentence.
Okay, I'm going to need it.
It would be churlish not to congratulate the winning team because we lost the match.
Churlish.
It would be churlish.
Bad sportsmanship. It would formally be bad sports, formerly known as Prince.
No. Prince is nowhere in here. Churlish, here's the definition. Churlish is a formal word that means irritable and rude.
Irritable.
And rude.
Why are you acting so churlish?
Churlish.
Irritable and rude. All right, so it's churlish of me to expect that nobody else should ever have to. I don't know. I lost.
Yeah,
I lost.
you
in that
lost
one.
it there.
I lost it real bad.
You did. It's churlish for us not to go to Teryaki Madness.
See, well, I was
this
trying to
weekend.
relate it to Teryaki Madness. I was going to say it's churlish for me to think that
you can formulate a sentence
that anybody else should be allowed to eat it but me right now because I would eat the entire store.
Correct.
It's that good. All right, but here's the hard part because it's Friday. We do a word of the day every day. And again, that's where Bill gives me a word and I've got to guess the definition. But ultimately what it's about is the culmination of Fridays, where I have to take all of the words from the week and formulate a singular sentence in a non-loquacious fashion that includes every word from the word of the day of that week. And so we've got a review before we can just go jumping into it.
Correct.
There was another word on here that
Monday.
quorum.
It was a noun, refers to the smallest number of people who must be present at a meeting in order for official decisions to be made. Broadly speaking, quorum may refer to any select group.
Quorum was Meunier's word. Touzier's word was grok.
Grok.
To grok something is to understand it both profoundly and intuitively. Grok. Lionize. Got them lion eyes. To lionize someone is to treat them as a person of great interest or importance. Fervid. Fervid is a somewhat formal word, only partially, describing people or things that express or are expressive of strong feelings. Describing in a strong feeling way. And then we've got churlish, an adjective, formal, meaning irritable. And so here we go. I will attempt to put together one non-loquacious sentence, including all words of the day. My fervid anticipation of which led to churlish actions required a quorum because of the grok inability of lionizing the Word of the day.
I love it. I love it.
Did you?
I did.
You
I did.
did?
I wish you had kind of kept the momentum because you had some momentum. Then you just looked up.
Did and I let it go.
You looked up, and then I was like, "Why are you even looking at me?"
I did.
Get out of my right
Did I
eye.
even use all 5?
Get out of my left eye.
Yeah, it would be
right-eye
neither.
my left
I
eye.
was right-eyeing you.
Don't right-eye my left eye.
I was looking into your soul.
Guy.
Did I use all 5?
I think so.
I know I got Quorum. I know I
Yep.
got Grok. I know I got Lionize. I think I got Fervid.
Yep.
And I got Churlish.
Churlish.
There you go. 5. So it was the end. It was the end.
Yeah.
We probably need to do like, a clock.
Right.
You know, like a 7-second. Put 7 on the clock.
Right.
You know, you got to do it in 7 seconds.
Right.
It would get sloppy if we did that, though.
Right.
How many seconds do you think that was? Like 10, 12?
Yeah.
Give or take?
Yeah.
Something
But I think
like-
you could have made it 7.
I probably could have.
Right.
If I had any sense of what any of these words
where it was
mean.
going to go. Right.
Yeah.
You start the sentence, you just don't know where it's going to end.
That's the key. You really just got to get started, though.
Right.
That's the and that's really the secret to life.
Right.
Is you just got to go for it sometimes. You know who went for it yesterday?
Who's that?
Bill Russell. Went for it yesterday, swinging the bat at
Yes.
D-bat. He and I, Bill's going to call in at about 8:15, and we're gonna debrief on the day yesterday at D-bat in Huntersville because Bill challenged me to a hitting competition, and rightfully so. Look, I'm not gonna hold back and say like, oh, I didn't deserve it, because I was talking a lot of junk about baseball. I'll continue to.
Unreal.
I'll continue to. It's not, again, I'm not saying that there's not athletes within baseball.
I know you're not saying that, partner.
You know what what ended up happening by the end?
What happened?
We turned up the speed.
Okay. What did you get up to?
90.
No.
92,
see it?
94. I
You
didn't
didn't-
see it. Your
didn't
boy
touch
made
it.
contact.
Okay.
Your boy made contact.
All right.
And then I looked right into that camera and I said, Denny Hamlin, I'm coming for you next.
Oh, really? Now we're going race car.
I'm putting baseball down, won it, beat the game. Now it's on to NASCAR.
All right.
That's where we're going.
I like that.
So everybody let Denny know I'm coming for him. Everybody let him know. I'm excited about it. I'll get behind the wheel.
You put 92 miles an hour in play?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I made contact.
I'm left eyeing you.
Do it, baby. Look into my soul. I made contact. I made multiple contacts. Ben Daniels, Senior Director Sensory. You better be listening right now. Richard Shannon, Digital Community Manager. Call in right now. 844-STUDIO-4. Tell Bill the truth. He thinks I did not make contact. He thinks I did
No,
not.
that's fine. You say you did. You did. I'm going to know, though.
Your word's your bond. Your word's your bond.
Indeed.
You're going to know?
Yeah, I'm going to know. I'm about to size you up.
There was a gentleman there who works at DBAT. His name is Ty. And Ty used to play for the Angels for quite some time. And he works at DBAT right now. He's actually one of the coaches.
Oh,
and
nice.
So,
Did he coach you up?
I asked him to. I said,
Yeah.
look, help me out here. And he was like, it's all in the hips, baby.
Right.
It's all in the hips.
That's where the power is.
That's all it is.
Mhm.
And so what did I do? Pop locked and dropped it.
Oh,
Right,
wow.
right at the ball.
Okay.
Right at the ball. Crushed it. No, but I had a fun time. It was good to hang out with Bill Russell. It's always great to support small business. And here was really the kicker. What it was, and this is really what it stemmed to.
Right.
Angels and Sparrows, wonderful local nonprofit organization.
Yes.
The challenge was the loser was going to have to wash dishes at Angels and Sparrows prior to Thanksgiving. Even though, well, I don't want to say it. We'll all be washing dishes together at Angels and Sparrows.
I like how
Let's
this
put it
ends,
that way.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll all be washing dishes together. I actually volunteered. You will be washing dishes as well. I'll be washing dishes. Richard Shannon, Ben Daniel, the whole crew. We're all going to be washing dishes at Angels and Sparrows in Huntersville.
Love that.
And we're looking forward to it. Coming up on the top of the hour, Good Morning LKN, 844-STUDIO-4. If you want to be part of the conversation, you're always welcome. Always welcome. We got things to do in the 8 o'clock hour. You want to give away some tickets? We can give away some tickets. Stick around. We're going to give away some tickets. Why not? It's Friday. Got a couple we can do. We could do Brushy Mountain 150. We could do Roval. We could do some Panthers. I can't hear you. Renaissance Festival? That's the other one. Yeah, we got some tickets we can give it. We might give some away. You're going to want to listen. Call in. Maybe just ask a question. Maybe we'll give you some tickets. 844-STUDIO-4. Let's find out.
The new 105.9, 100.7 WSIC, Statesville, W290DK, Mooresville, Lake Norman, North Charlotte.
More
auto workers may walk off the job this afternoon. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
I went 11 years without a significant pay increase as the price of everything went up.
Doc Killian's a Ford worker in Michigan who went on strike 2 weeks ago when the first 3 plants were shut down. The union's leader may be about to expand that again.
UAW President Shawn Fain expected to announce the plans today after expanding the strike to 38 parts distribution facilities last week. These contracts with the GM, Stellantis, and Ford, they did expire on September 14th.
Fox Business Network Cheryl Casoni. Congress has 40 hours left to work out some government funding. House Republican Michael McCall tells Fox they may consider a short-term budget.
And then we would have to get this through the Senate by Saturday, or the government does shut down.
Some conservatives oppose temporary funding, instead calling for a full budget and 12 bills with spending cuts the Senate opposes. Democratic Congressman Dean Phillip tells Fox if there's a shutdown, it hurts
hundreds of thousands of women and children who rely on support for food, our military not being paid.
There's news after the first House Republican hearing in their impeachment inquiry. Democrats call illegitimate.
The Oversight Committee is producing now an email from an email to an IRS official after the IRS was approached for comment about the Hunter Biden tax affairs case by CNN. Quote, producer has an email from Hunter saying he expected all of this, quote, stuff to go away when his dad becomes president. They have now subpoenaed Hunter and James Biden's personal bank records. So far, many accusations, but no proof President Biden ever personally profited from the family's business dealings, and none of the witnesses Republicans called have firsthand knowledge of the Biden family's dealings.
That's Fox's Peter Ducey at the White House in Tempe, Arizona. The president hit back at who he calls MAGA Republicans.
An extremist movement does not share the basic beliefs in our democracy.
America's listening to Fox News.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Klein tools are new at Lowe's, pros. Lowe's knows you want top brands and quality products, and Klein Tools delivers. Right now, get the Klein 3-piece ModBox mobile workstation for $319.94 and the Klein 5-piece cushion grip screwdriver set for just $34.97, both exclusively at Lowe's. Shop the largest selection of Klein tools, the highest quality tool brand at Lowe's. Because Lowe's knows tools, Lowe's knows pros.
There have been 2 bombings in Pakistan on a holiday marking the Islam prophet Muhammad's birthday. At least 5 people killed in the second blast outside a mosque, where dozens of other people are reportedly trapped in rubble. The first explosion, perhaps a suicide bombing, killed at least 52 people and injured others. Now, in Peru, there's a man under arrest linked to more than 100 bomb threats in the U.S.
Eddie Manuel Nunez Santos is accused of making 150 bomb threats in all, some directed at Jewish institutions during the Rosh Hashanah holiday. The threats were directed at supposed targets in New York City, as well as in Alaska, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Arizona. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York says all of the threats proved to be hoaxes, with 33-year-old Nunez Santos in some cases demanding minors send him sexually explicit photos or he would set off bombs. Nunez Santos is facing 2 felony charges of making threatening interstate communications and perpetrating a hoax. He's also facing counts of attempted sexual exploitation of a child and attempted receipt of child pornography. In New York, Matt Napolitano, Fox News.
Another fentanyl bust in New York City, blocks away from where a 1-year-old died of an overdose in a daycare where the drug was found. In the new bust,
the DEA seizing $1.5 million worth of the deadly drug, weighing about 40 pounds. DEA Special Agent in charge in New York, Frank Tarantino, says it's a pervasive problem.
Fentanyl is everywhere and everything.
Charged is 42-year-old Juan Gabriel Herrera Vargas, who, agents say, had been using the city's subway system to transport the fentanyl. In New York, Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks could rise like yesterday. Dow futures are up more than 100 points. In the NFL, they kicked off week 4 of the season last night. The Detroit Lions beat the Green Bay Packers 34-20. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
It's back, and it's better than ever. The WSIC Community Yard Sale. Sell your stuff October 28th as we bring back the legendary Community Yard Sale. Visit WSICnews.com/yard sale. Get your spot today.
And now for a look at your weather forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Foggy morning out there today, but it should end up being warmer than yesterday. Mostly sunny skies later today with your high temperature getting up to 80. As you head through the evening and overnight hours, partly cloudy skies and a chilly overnight low, dropping to 58. This is your weather update from the WSIC Weather Center.
Hi folks, Pat Shannon inviting you to join me for the Home Ad Show. We help you sell things, buy things, celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, and have a lot of fun in the process. Weekday mornings from 9 to 11, here on News Talk WSIC.
Good morning, LKN continues now on WSIC. News Talk Now.
Good morning, LKN. 8:06. We're here somewhere deep in the stratosphere, finding ourselves. And maybe you're finding yourself this morning on this Friday. What's up for your weekend? 844 Studio 4. I hope you're planning a big one. Maybe something. Maybe the All-American Dog Show. Are you going to the All-American Dog Show on Sunday? 2 to 5, Robbins Park and Cornelius. WSIC will be there. We will be there celebrating all the pooches of the world. Ben Daniels, Senior Director of Sensory, who clearly isn't listening because he didn't call, neither did Richard. They'll both be there at the All-American Dog Show. Ben is entering his dog into the Speckled Spots competition. Multiple competitions going on, including Cutest Puppy. Excited to see the cutest puppy of Corntown. Who do you think will be dubbed? What breed do you think?
Ooh, you see, I'm not good with dog breeds
at all.
I'm not good.
Like just mutt?
No, yeah, I just don't know many of them. I know what a cute dog looks like.
That's true. I'm really good at judging dogs.
I can definitely judge
and judging people.
Yes,
I'm really good at it.
Yes,
I'll be people watching.
Yes.
I enjoy people watching a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You ever just stop and sit down on the bench and just look?
Right. Especially like a concerned dog owner. You know, a concerned puppy owner.
There's a lot of room for error when you're around a bunch of dogs.
Right.
And I'll be curious to see, like, because there's always going to be that person that has that questionable dog. Like,
correct.
Sometimes they do well with other dogs.
Right. Not that dog.
But there is a season.
Not big dogs.
There was that one breed there that my dog doesn't like. Out of all the dogs in the world, that one breed.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. There's a lot going on this weekend.
There's a lot, and it's also, isn't it National Coffee Day right now?
It is.
Okay, so let's look at a little bit of.
Are we going National Holiday?
Let's go a little national holiday action. National Coffee Day.
Love it.
Look, it's what I drink.
I observe.
It's what I do.
Oh, actually, I saw a little poster, a little sign at Dunkin' on October 5th. Free coffee for teachers.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go, teachers.
October 5th.
You should be at school already, but hey, if you can skip class, go for it.
Right.
You know, it's not bad.
Yep.
Black Powder Coffee also, I think they are offering a discount today as well. Now, you already get a discount every day if you mention the Good Morning Fam WSIC, 10% off your order every time at Black Powder Coffee. Again, they're located on Highway 150. Just make a left at the Chick-fil-A. Simultaneous to National Coffee Day, I think this almost isn't fair.
What we got?
National Starbucks Day. Seems a little bit like a monopoly on the day.
Okay.
I'm not really okay with that. I don't drink Starbucks, not because I don't like Starbucks.
Sure.
It gives me the jitters.
Oh.
Even like the medium roast, I'm like,
right.
Hey.
I do not want to see you with jitters.
I get the jitters when I drink that. That's why I don't drink it.
Oh, dear.
Let's see what else is going on here. German Sandwich Day.
Okay.
Your favorite German sandwich.
Is a Bratwurst ein deutschen Sandwich?
It says the Butterbrat.
Ah, Butterbrat, yeah.
Is that a thing? Have you ever had a Butterbrat?
Nine. I haven't. It's been probably 20 years. No. Yeah, 20 years. At least 20 years since I've been there.
To Germany.
Yeah.
The bigger thing is like when you make a meal, do you guys like leave a lot of leftover? Are you a leftovers fam or do you just toss it?
No, we will keep leftovers if we have them, but I always try to at least, if it's like a questionable portion, where it's not quite a meal, right? I'll usually just scarf that down.
Just handle it.
Oh yeah, I'll handle that.
And do you try to be aware of like the amount you're making, like to be the correct portion?
100%. I think I'll speak for Grace here, and yeah, Nat, when she makes a lot of the food.
Sure.
So yeah, she's portion conscious.
That's
yeah.
good because it is International Day of Awareness of Food Loss and Waste.
Correct.
And I just want to make sure you didn't fall on the wrong side.
Correct. No, we're good guys.
I don't like wasting food. It's
Yeah.
like it's a pet peeve of mine.
Right.
Like I don't care if it's like been in the fridge for X number of days. I will microwave it and nuke it to get rid of all the germs and eat it, so not to waste it. I'm big on that.
You go to war with that.
I do. I don't like wasting
Let's
food.
get you cleaned up, big fella.
International Happy Goose Day.
Happy Goose.
Warm up the oven, sharpen your knives.
What?
And get ready to carve some succulent goose meat.
Oh, wow.
That's
okay.
a headline for you right there.
Happy Goose.
Yeah, I'd eat that.
Okay.
Let's see. National Biscotti Day.
Hey.
You ever had a biscotti?
I don't think. What is a biscotti?
I think
Is it
that's
like
the cookie.
Is it like a cookie bread?
That they give you on the plane now, the
Yeah.
biscottis? I
Yeah.
think that's what it is now.
Okay.
Yeah. I dip it in coffee.
Right. See, now in South Africa, they have this thing called biscuit. And I feel like it's kind of similar to biscotti. Probably not. But Neats, his mom makes amazing biscuit. Excellent to dip in coffee.
Okay. Maybe it's just like their version of biscotti?
Right.
Same
Maybe.
thing. National Carson Day.
Hey, Carson.
What's Carson Daly doing these days?
I don't know.
Remember Carson Daly?
Of course. Yeah.
MTV?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
When they actually played music videos?
Yep.
I remember.
Now it's just ridiculousness, right?
Yeah, pretty like the show?
Yeah.
That's a funny show. Rob
it's
Dyrdek?
it's on all day.
Yeah, the syndication is real.
Yeah.
National Police Remembrance Day.
Okay.
Remember the police.
Shout out.
Yep. We had Major Brian Vaughn in here yesterday, Huntersville PD.
Great guy.
Talking about a lot of events coming up in Huntersville.
Great guy.
October. October seems to be a culmination of a lot of events in general in our area. I mean, we've got multiple ourselves. Coming up is the Candidates Forum.
Yep.
For Cornelius in Huntersville. We did the walkthrough yesterday at Town Hall in Huntersville. Excited.
What'd you think?
17th and 19th, October 17th and 19th. If you are a Huntersville resident or you know a Huntersville resident, you need to tell all the Huntersville residents, come to Town Hall on October 17th and October 19th. Where Lake Norman Chamber is hosting the candidate forums. I will be moderating the forums. So the question is, I'm the filter. Let that be known. I will be the filter, the pulse of the city to know what the people want. But here's the advantage. You get to submit your questions directly. You have a question for the commissioners or the people running or for the town leadership, now's your chance. Publicly, you can ask your question. You can remain anonymous. I will put my hat on and ask directly and say, hey, this is what the people want to know. This is what they're interested in. We will be broadcasting and video live streaming each of the candidate forums. You know, there's 16 people running in Huntersville. 16.
A gaggle.
And so they had to be broken up into 2 days.
Yep.
That's why it's the 17th and the 19th.
Right.
We're not just putting 17 up on the stage and it becoming
what a sight
out of control.
Right.
We're not going to attempt to be the GOP party on this thing right here. We're going to break it down into segments that are understandable and get answers from people. And then Cornelius's candidate forum will be October 12th at Cornelius Town Hall. We're looking forward to that one too, which will also be broadcasted and live video streamed. And again, if you're a Cornelius resident, you're going to want to be there. You want to interact with the potential leadership, know who you're voting for.
If you're a native of Cornelius, are you a Cornelian?
Corneliite? Cornelite? Cornelian light? Cornelian? Did you say Cornelian?
Cornelian?
I kind of like that.
Cornelian is, I would like that over the light.
Cornelia light.
Cornelia light. No.
No, there's nothing light about Cornelius.
Yeah, I'm full size.
Yeah. Good morning, LKN. We're going to check in with Jeff at iCats next. They're going to get a look at the streets, find out what's going on out there. Some crazy people probably on the roads right now. We're going to hear from Bill Russell. Got a debrief on the DBAT scenario yesterday. Find out what his take was, how he thinks it went. Looking forward to supporting Angels and Sparrows local nonprofit here in the area. 844 Studio 4 if you want to be part of the conversation. You're always welcome. Good morning, LKN fam.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin Ckezepis is coming up on the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. This Friday, the Steel Wheels are performing at Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius. Come listen to the storytelling abilities of the Steel Wheels through Americana and folk music. Doors open at 7 and the show starts at 8. The Steel Wheels. This Friday, canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Start your engines, racing fans. The Bank of America Roval 400 is back to Charlotte. Sunday, October 8th, starting at 2 p.m. The Bank of America Roval 400 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Get your tickets before it's too late. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com. No time to get to the apple picking at Kerrigan Farms? Apple picking ends September 30th. But you have your chance to go pumpkin picking. Starting September 30th, you can experience the pumpkin patch at Kerrigan Farms. Book your experience now at kerriganfarms.com. The All-American Dog Show is this Sunday in Cornelius, 2 until 5 p.m. Bring your furry friends with you. Come find out who has the fluffiest coat and see the cutest puppy in all of Cornelius. And be sure to come by the WSIC tent at the All-American Dog Show happening at Robbins Park in Cornelius this Sunday. For more info, visit cornelius.org. Have an event you would like to tell people about? Yard sales, estate sales, and everything in between? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Saturdays and Sundays, September 30th through November 19th. A non-stop outdoor family adventure. Huzzah! Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last.
And now for a look at your weather forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Foggy morning out there today, but it should end up being warmer than yesterday. Mostly sunny skies later today with your high temperature getting up to 80. As you head through the evening and overnight hours, partly cloudy skies and a chilly overnight low dropping to 58. This is your weather update from the WSIC Weather Center.
Now, more Good Morning LKN with Justin Ckezepis on the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18. And a good morning to you. Hope the streets are looking good. Let's get a look at them with Jeff with iCats, rideicats.com, alternative transportation from Iredell County. Pretty much anywhere you want to go. Jeff, how are they looking?
Justin, I got a report that in Troutman from Old Mountain Road by the fairgrounds going south to Oswald Amity Road, traffic is really backed up in that area. So if you're needing to go through Troutman, you might want to find an alternate route. 77 northbound and southbound from Statesville to Charlotte is looking really good. It's a little volume of traffic's a little lower today. It usually is on a Friday, but no incidents to report. Haven't heard of anything else in the secondary roads. So just be careful around the Troutman area on 21.
Okay, so the surface streets, the secondary roads right now, seeing a little bit of slowdown there in Troutman. Jeff, we appreciate you. Ohio State this weekend, how you feeling?
They're going to be sitting on the couch. Ohio State, the North Carolina Tar Heels don't play this weekend, so I'll probably watch a little football, but my teams aren't playing.
So the weekend off for you, basically.
Yeah.
Do you think they need? Oh, my team. Well, App State, obviously App State. Yeah. Playing Louisiana Monroe this weekend. Usually is a good game, so we're excited about that. The Carolina Panthers. Do you think that Bryce Young is he actually confirmed if he's starting or not? Jeff, do you know that?
I don't know. I hope that he improves as the season goes on and they can win some games. Right now, it's a little tough being a Panther fan, but I'm looking forward to Sunday's Baltimore Raven Cleveland Brown game. Of course, I had to give Bill a hard time. His girlfriend's a Ravens fan and I'm a Browns fan, but that ought to be a really good game.
It should be a good game. We are looking forward to it. And I, though, will be with Bill, hopefully, at the All-American Dog Show, Jeff, on Sunday in Cornelius, while his girlfriend, Nat, is watching the game somewhere else. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if Bill shows up. You think Bill shows up to the All-American Dog Show or no?
My guess is as good as yours.
That's it. Jeff, we appreciate you, sir. RideICats.com, alternative transportation from Iredell County. Throughout Iredell County. If you want to pick somebody up and just go somewhere, you can do that and run your errands. Jeff, we hope you have a great weekend, sir.
Hope you have a great weekend, Justin. Take care.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Jeff, RideICats.com. $1 to take you around Iredell County if you need to run some errands. iCats can help you do that. Self-awareness. Probably should have had a little bit of that before I went asking about Ohio State as if I know something. Clearly, I don't. Joe Berg, the WSIC sports director, he knows a thing or two. We'll get his take at 8:30. Have to get a look for our weekend at what's going on around all of the sports world. And the sports world really took a pause yesterday. There was a brief moment yesterday where time stopped, and it seems like that the central location that happened was DBAT in Huntersville. Bill Russell's on the phone, president of the Lake Norman Chamber, host of Town Talk here on WSIC that airs every Wednesday from 4 to 5. Bill, how you feeling today?
Well, I feel fine, but I want to know, did they have to widen the door to get your head through it this morning?
Looking back at the video footage, they probably should have needed to widen the door for my body to fit through yesterday, but that's a different conversation.
Now let me ask you a question. Did you have fun? I mean, now, I got to tell you, watching you eat the hot dog, that was where your pleasure was in life. I could tell you that. But did you not have fun smacking that ball around D-ball?
It's a great, if I could just stand at the plate and an automatic machine throws the perfect pitch to me all day, I'll do that all day. I'll do that all day long. And I had a great time with you, and it's obviously for a great organization, Angels and Sparrows, which we appreciate them coming out and being some fans yesterday. Jessica was there. And so it was a great time, Bill, and I appreciate the invite. It was a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
I really did. And, the biggest thing was, yes, I had a goal of I'm a competitor. I wanted to win, but also didn't want to shame myself.
That's true. I didn't either.
I didn't want to publicly shame the Chamber of Commerce, and I don't think I did that. So
no,
I'm
you didn't.
Pleased.
You didn't at all. I shamed myself. I didn't wear a hat. Is that like a rule? Should I have worn a hat? Like, isn't that a thing in baseball?
Well, so is either chewing gum or chewing tobacco, but I don't do either of those.
You don't chew gum either anymore? Ever?
Well, I'm not when I'm in a sport, because I would probably swallow it. And let me tell you something. You taking those 90 miles per hour fastballs, which I couldn't believe you did that, and you connected. Bill, if you're listening, he connected with some 90 mile per hour fastballs coming over the
Bill,
plate.
Are you listening? Bill, are you listening? He connected.
I hear. Oh boy.
Now, I'm not saying he was batting 300. I'm just saying he did it.
Right. That is impressive. On paper, that is impressive.
Well, I asked Ty, the coach from DBAT who was there, who used to play for the Angels, and I said, Ty, what's the secret? How do I actually hit this? He said, when you see the ball come out, just go ahead and swing. Swing early is what he said. That was the advice.
Yes, he did.
And it worked. That's when it started working for me. It started clicking. No, but it was a great time. What a great facility. I didn't realize how nice the facility at DBAT was. I mean, that's a lot of space over there.
Well, and not only do they have the hitting, I was in there a couple of weeks ago, and they had pitching for the kids, and also again, when I took my practice, I practiced one time, and I probably should have practiced more, but I watched a kid. He must have been 7, 8 years old, and he was fielding grounders. So yeah, the skills they can teach these kids that they're going to help them later on in their life if they decide to go into that profession or others is just great.
It's a very clean facility, a lot of space, we were talking with Ty about they do coaching. They've got obviously the pitching, and then they even had there was a couple of guys there that were together just throwing the ball to each other, practice hitting, which I thought was interesting. So a very versatile facility. Let's bring that to the macro of the small business landscape of Lake Norman. Would you describe it as a versatile area, or how broad-based are the many different businesses throughout the Lake Norman area?
Yeah, I mean, we have a diverse business space here. We used to have just strictly retail and service business, but with the creation of Lake Norman Economic Development Corporation in 2002, we've seen a lot of bigger, larger corporate business come. Matter of fact, that park that we're in is called Commerce Station. It is a joint industrial park that is owned by all three towns, Cornelius, Davidson, and Huntersville. And even though it's located in Huntersville, all three towns benefit from it. And so that was something that was when we, as a Chamber of Commerce, talked to the towns about forming the EDC. That was sort of the vision behind it, was bringing primary job creation to the region.
After DBAT yesterday, the WSIC team went down to Huntersville. We checked out the space for the upcoming candidate forums. We're really excited about it. Bill, prep everyone for let them know that I'm not allowed to be as outlandish. It's their questions, not mine, that are going to get asked at the forum. I just think you should reassure everyone of that.
Well, your role is supposedly to take the questions that come from the floor. Those have deference over any questions that the chamber has, and the chamber has any deference over questions you have. But when it all comes down, the moderator controls the show. So it's the ship's rudder is totally in your hands, buddy.
I'm getting the look from Bill the Buffer over here of concern on that one, by the way.
Just don't indict anybody.
No, I'll try. Hey, I can't guarantee it. These days we're just throwing around like candy. All right, so on the 12th, we've got the town of Cornelius. On the 17th and the 19th, we've got the town of Huntersville. People look at me confused when I say Huntersville is 2 nights. What's the reasoning behind that bill? 2 nights for Huntersville.
I keep telling people because Huntersville's so special. But the reason is we have 3 people running for mayor, 16 people running for town commissioner. So you've got a lot of candidates. We cannot adequately give time to 19 candidates in 2 hours. So we're going to split it into 2 nights, Tuesday and Thursday, with the 3 mayoral candidates being on Tuesday, with 5 candidates for commissioner, and then the balance of the 11 will be on Thursday. And we drew those names randomly of the commissioners from a basket at the town hall at the last meeting. So we didn't know who was going to be doing what. So it could be a mixture of incumbents to new candidates, women to men, Democrats to Republican. Even though it's a nonpartisan race, you certainly have people that are running that are Democrat, Republican, unaffiliated. They certainly have those views. But we're excited to have you as our moderator. And the one thing people keep asking is, will it be on Facebook? Yes. Not only will it be on Facebook, what are the other mediums it will be on?
That's a great question. So it'll be on WSICnews.com. It will be on Facebook. It will be on YouTube. It will be on LinkedIn. It will be on Twitter. It will be on all of those social platforms. And then we will have that content available on demand. And here's what else I'm offering to all of the candidates. And Bill, I hope this is okay. We do want to give them more opportunity to flush out some ideas, because there will still be a time limit, even though there's 3 to 4 people. Some people understand that we need to have deeper conversations. So we are welcoming all the candidates to WSIC after the fact for a longer sit down. We would be happy to do that and expound on it. But let's see how the night goes. Maybe do you think some people drop out of the race after the candidate forums, after the berating I'm going to give them on stage?
Absolutely not. I don't think you can come up with absolutely not. These 16 in Huntersville and the 10 in Cornelius. You can ask away. They're going to stay in the game.
Okay. Well, we like that because we need people that are leaders, and that's what I think the community wants, is true leadership going on. It definitely seems like there's a lot in Cornelius, given all these signs I'm seeing now driving up and down Catawba everywhere. The sign game is in full force and effect right now. But we appreciate it. Bill, also real quick, you got about 15 seconds. The expo coming up. Tell people about that real quick.
October 10th, Tuesday, October 10th, the Huntersville Recreation Center. And I know you're up against the break. Please come out and join us.
There you go, the LKN Chamber Business Expo. Thank you, Bill Russell. Great time at DBAT yesterday. Looking forward to being at Angels and Sparrows prior to Thanksgiving. Good morning, fam. We're going to check in with Joe Berg next.
There's more Good Morning LKN on the way from the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Would you like to change your health situation? Improve your current health with a wellness consultation with me, Fred Lowry, pharmacist and doctor of natural medicine. I'll work with you to reach your individual goals. This includes a review of your current medications, supplements, diet, and lifestyle choices. This is a progressive way to improve your current health position for your future. Great for individuals or couples wanting to make improvement. Call me at Lowry Drug in Statesville, 704-873-2247.
And now for a look at your weather forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Foggy morning out there today, but it should end up being warmer than yesterday. Mostly sunny skies later today with your high temperature getting up to 80. As you head through the evening and overnight hours, partly cloudy skies and a chilly overnight low dropping to 58. This is your weather update from the WSIC Weather Center.
I love your new outfit.
I got it at Diamond Mine Apparel and Accessories. They have a wonderful selection of ladies and men's apparel.
Where are they located?
920 Davie Avenue. Their hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 6. Diamond Mine Apparel and Accessories.
Do you need a car? Been shopping only to be turned down because of bad credit, low credit, no credit, bankruptcy, or divorce? Guess what? Today's your lucky day, because now you can buy a car, truck, or SUV, just about any vehicle. It's true. Bad credit doesn't matter. No credit doesn't matter. Bankruptcy or divorce, it just doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, your job is your ticket to your new vehicle. We're Auto Credit Express, and we've helped thousands of people just like you. Antonio H. told us, great company, got me connected, and the day I went in, I drove off in the car I wanted. 100% worth your time. Need a car? Get started now and drive off as early as today. Just go to 4ignoremyscore.com right now. That's www.4ignoremyscore.com. Auto financing the easy way. 4ignoremyscore.com. Get started today. Auto financing the easy way.
This is Daniel at NC Auto Repair. Stop by and see us at 1015 Davie Avenue. From now until the end of the year, we're offering 10% discounts on all oil changes for teachers, medical workers, city and county workers. From now until the end of the year, stop by and see us at 1015 Davie Avenue or call us at 980-223-2957. No appointment needed. Remember, if you want to go far, you've got to service that car. NC Auto Repair.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. So minivans, sedans, JDMs, roll out. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. And with eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
To some, this might sound like a typical family dog. But at Dog Chow, we know that for a veteran suffering from PTSD, this could be the sound of life-saving therapy.
Thanks, Betty.
That's why we've made it our mission to connect every military hero in need with a canine hero of their own. To learn about the simple ways you can help Dog Chow in our mission, visit dogchow.com/veterans.
This is North Carolina Senator Vicki Sawyer. Join me on Fridays at 11 a.m. for our show, We're Just Saying. We'll discuss state and local politics, and as always, take your calls here on News Talk WSIC.
The WSIC Community Yard Sale heard the feedback, and now regular yard sale space is free.
Wow, that's a good message.
Or you can reserve a premium vendor spot for just 50 buckaroos. Premium spots include an on-air mention during a special edition of Home Ad Live. So join us October 28th at the WSIC Community Yard Sale. Free spots provided by Black Automotive Group. Oh, and one more thing. Do you have a lawnmower we could borrow?
Call now to speak with Justin Ckezepis at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on the new 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:35. Clearly, I know a lot about sports. A lot. I don't know as much, though, as Joe Berg, sports director of WSIC. Joe, did you know that neither Ohio State or UNC was playing this weekend?
Is this how you're proving that you know a lot about sports?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I did know.
Okay, good. I did not. I had no idea.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Right. So you know a little bit more than me about sports, so we'll take that as kind of the baseline there. Do you think Bryce Young gets it done this weekend?
Unfortunately, I don't. I think we're going to start the year 0-4.
Bad headline. Bad headline.
Gosh. Why do you think that?
Well, okay, so it's nice that Bryce Young is able to, get back now, especially after he hurt his ankle, but I just don't think that this Panthers team is good enough to beat the Vikings. Now, the Vikings are 0-3, which, the Panthers are 0-3. But the Vikings are a lot better than the Panthers. The Vikings could very easily be 3-0, had a couple of plays gone another way. So I just don't see it happening. This is a team in the Vikings that was expected to fight for the playoffs this year.
How's the Vikings defense?
It's not the worst. I mean, they got a pretty solid defense over there. It's aging, which is one thing, but it's not horrible.
How's their offense?
Well, it really depends on how Kirk Cousins performs. We got one of the best receivers in the league, maybe the best receivers in the league in Justin Jefferson over in for the Vikings. But the offense has been weird this year. They cut their running back Dalvin Cook in the offseason, and they've been bringing in running backs every week since then because they just can't stop the fumbles with their running backs.
They don't have Adam Thielen.
They don't have Adam Thielen.
Adam
That's correct.
Whelan and Thielen.
They used to, but they don't anymore.
They used to. Okay. Okay, so what else is going on in the NFL? If Panthers have zero hope left in the season, we'll say it's early relative to the contract period for Bryce Young and Frank Wright. Who else who are you looking at this weekend?
As far as football?
Yeah.
Well, there's some other good games going on this weekend. I'm going to be looking at Buffalo and Miami. 3-0 Miami against 2-1 Buffalo. Baltimore and Cleveland both sitting at 2-1.
Who do you like? Who do you like in these games? Buffalo, Miami, go.
Ooh, man, that's a tough one. What I don't like is that it's a 1:00 game. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
Who I do like to win this game,
you can say it.
I really think Miami is just on some kind of a roll right now. They put up 70 points against last year a team that had a top 3 defense without Jalen Waddle. So I don't know if it's a fluke or not. We are only 3 weeks into the season, but the Dolphins' offense is lethal, and I'm not sure anybody's going to be able to slow them down.
Ravens, Browns, go.
Well, I took the Ravens to win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh,
and it's a little bit of a bad move on my part considering how many injuries they have going into this game.
You jinxed them.
Oh, man. I mean, it's an entire Pro Bowl roster on their injured list right now. It's insane what's going on with the Ravens. But with that being said, I do expect them to come out with that win.
What else you got?
Well, we have a division matchup, Tampa and New Orleans, so everybody should be keeping an eye on that. I don't know what the best scenario for the Panthers is with that game. I would think a tie would be the best scenario, but it's very unlikely. I do like Tampa this year. Now that we've seen Baker Mayfield play a few games,
How did
good.
he end up in the NFC South again? I guess that's my.
He was a free agent. He was passed around a little bit towards the end of last year, but when he was a free agent and when Tom Brady retired, they went ahead and signed him. There was a quarterback competition between him and their draft pick a couple of years ago, Kyle Trask, but Baker was able to win the starting job.
Okay. What about NASCAR? What's going on this weekend?
Oh, we got Talladega this weekend. One of the best races of the year. And you have 2 paint schemes from Talladega Nights. So that's like obviously the best thing to look forward to this weekend.
If you ain't first, you're last, baby.
Exactly.
Who wins?
Who, man? Well, one of the guys who is a good restrictor plate driver is going to win. I don't think we're going to have a surprise winner, especially because it's a playoff race. Those guys in the playoffs are going to be trying as hard as they can to avoid wrecks. I think I'm going to give you 2 names. One of them being Ryan Blaney. He's won quite a few of this playoff race before. And the other one is somebody who's got 6 wins at Talladega, and that's Brad Keselowski. I think those 2 guys are going to be really hard to beat this weekend.
You think Denny competes at all?
I think he'll be up there. I mean, he's a good restrictor plate driver. He's got 3 Daytona 500s, but this is Talladega, so it's a little different. I'd expect him to be competitive.
Why? Well, you say Talladega is your favorite. Like, why is Talladega your favorite?
4 wide.
Yeah, it's just wider. Yeah, you can get 4 wide there, and it's not crazy crowded. Daytona, 3 wide is a little bit crowded, so it's just more room to race. Now, with these new cars, it's not as wild as it used to be because the draft act's kind of weird. So you might not see 4 wide too much this weekend, but it's still my favorite. I mean, it's bigger, isn't it bigger always better?
I'm trying to think of the scenario where
better is better.
Better is better.
4 wide is better.
Yeah.
4 wide is better.
All right, we'll take it. Hey, is Charlotte FC still playing even, or is that just over?
No, they are playing. They're struggling. I think they're 4 points behind right now, trying to get their way into the playoffs, and they take on New England Revolution tomorrow night.
Wow. Okay. How and what do we expect for that game?
Well, they haven't been playing good recently. I don't know if they're going to be able to turn it around before the end of the season. And New England is currently sitting 6th in the standings, so quite a bit better than Charlotte FC. If Charlotte FC can't pull this one off, it really, really makes it hard for them to get into the playoffs. And if they don't win this weekend, I don't think they're going to get into the playoffs.
All right, what about baseball? Is anything even happening anymore? Does anyone even care?
There's huge news in baseball right now. The Miami and New York game got suspended last night. That's huge. That's a playoff race that's happening with the Marlins. They might have to play that game on Monday after everybody's played their games on Sunday. So that one game, and it's 2-1 Miami in the top of the 9th. They were down 1-0 going into the ninth inning, score 2 runs, then the rain comes, and they had to suspend the game. So that game, on Monday, if they end up making this game up, we're going to finally be able to see how the wild card sets. But Seattle right now, or I'm sorry, not Seattle, Miami right now, they're the last team in the wild card. So if the Mets somehow come back and win that game in the 9th inning, they could knock out Miami, and we won't know this until Monday. And that's a huge story that was developing last night.
Wow, so they would just pick that game up in the 9th?
Yep, they would just pick it up in the 9th. And I'm surprised that they didn't just call it and say the game's over.
Right.
But maybe because it's a 2-1 game on a team that is in the middle of a very intense playoff race. I mean, the Cubs sit a half game behind. That half game could be a loss to the Mets on Monday night.
Right. Oh, wow.
You know, you guys are really flushing out a potential new format for baseball that I can get on board with.
Start at the top of the 9th.
Start at the top of the 9th. One team down by a run, and then each in the series, right, you swap who starts down, and you do 1 inning. And that is how you will get probably more viewership and people that actually care than ever.
How many games would you play a day?
how many you want to. I mean, you
I
play
don't
like
know.
1,000 a season already.
Yeah, I
right?
was going to say you now you can do like 500 games in a season.
No, I
if
think you
you're
got to
gonna do
chop
one
it in
inning.
half. I think you got to do half.
So only 81 innings in the season.
Yeah, the whole
That's-
season.
There's
Let's see
never
how
going to be another broken record. You're
Let-
never going to see a Ronald Acuna 40-70 season again. That's for sure.
Ronald who?
Ronald Acuna. Oh no.
I'm sorry, Joe.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Joe.
All right, play
But you
the
need to-
music. Play the music. Play the music.
Good morning, LKN 844 Studio 4. Joe Berg, WSIC Sports Director, host of the Scoreboard with Joe Berg, Monday through Friday, 6 to 7. We'll be right back.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin Ckezepis is coming up on the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. This Friday, the Steel Wheels are performing at Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius. Come listen to the storytelling abilities of the Steel Wheels through Americana and folk music. Doors open at 7 and the show starts at 8. The Steel Wheels. This Friday, canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Start your engines, racing fans. The Bank of America Roval 400 is back to Charlotte. Sunday, October 8th, starting at 2 p.m. The Bank of America Roval 400 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Get your tickets before it's too late. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com. No time to get to the apple picking at Kerrigan Farms? Apple picking ends September 30th. But you have your chance to go pumpkin picking. Starting September 30th, you can experience the pumpkin patch at Kerrigan Farms. Book your experience now at kerriganfarms.com. The All-American Dog Show is this Sunday in Cornelius, 2 until 5 p.m. Bring your furry friends with you. Come find out who has the fluffiest coat and see the cutest puppy in all of Cornelius. And be sure to come by the WSIC tent at the All-American Dog Show happening at Robbins Park in Cornelius this Sunday. For more info, visit cornelius.org. Have an event you would like to tell people about? Yard sales, estate sales, and everything in between? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Saturdays and Sundays, September 30th through November 19th. Save your dates. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival. Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last.
And now for a look at your weather forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Foggy morning out there today, but it should end up being warmer than yesterday. Mostly sunny skies later today with your high temperature getting up to 80. As you head through the evening and overnight hours, partly cloudy skies and a chilly overnight low dropping to 58. This is your weather update from the WSIC Weather Center.
Good morning LKN continues now on WSIC. News, talk, now.
Good morning, LKN. 8:48. Happy Friday to you. What's going on for your weekend? Hope you're got some good plans. You can come hang out with us a little bit at the All-American Dog Show this weekend. Plenty of other, things to do. Football games, something like baseball or something like that will probably be happening at some point in somebody's life, somewhere in the world. Nobody cares. And also, it's probably some food at some point. You gonna eat this weekend at all? Maybe a little chow. Little breakfast. Do you put a more emphasis on breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Do you, like, in your day, and you can separate weekday from weekend. How does that work for you guys?
I'm big on weekend warm breakfast.
Oh.
Warm breakfast.
You making some
Delicious.
pancakes or
Yes.
what?
Yes. A warm breakfast consists of some sort of pancake waffle, some sort of egg, preferably some sort of bacon, right? And some sort of fruit, right? As well as a coffee, water, and orange juice, or any sort of juice is also acceptable. Warm breakfast.
And yogurt. I like yogurt.
You can yogurt.
Yeah.
You can yogurt. It's not part of my warm breakfast.
Right.
But
it's a good side. Like,
sure.
Have you ever had warm fruit?
Great point.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Great point. Fantastic.
What about a muffin?
All right.
Warm.
Yeah, it's not in my warm breakfast, but I would definitely situate it
Toast?
on the plate. Yeah.
Grits.
Yes.
With cheese?
Of course.
Eggs?
Of course.
Eggs or omelet?
Depends
On?
what I'm feeling.
How you feeling right now?
I would probably go eggs.
With cheese?
Of course.
Scrambled?
Yes.
Or do you prefer like a sunny side up?
You see, the thing is, when they ask me like with cheese, I'm gonna say yes.
It's hard to say no.
Right. Right.
Like, in what world would you say no?
Right. But then they're just gonna keep. Oh, grits. Would you like cheese with that? Yes. Okay. What else would you like? Scrambled eggs, please. Would you like cheese with that? Yes.
Fruit, would you like cheese with that?
I mean, yes.
Orange juice, would you like cheese with that?
Sure.
Things could get really weird really fast. What's not weird every day is the sweet sounding voice of Pat Shannon, host of the Home Ad Show, world renowned. You got to buy something, sell something, trade something. Did you find something? Did you lose something? Kittens and mittens, mittens and kittens. Found or lost or made. Maybe you make something.
Right.
Maybe you're looking for the advice of the wonderful community. The Home Ad Show is where you want to be. You can call and chat with Pat. He's giving away prizes every day. He is giving away prizes every day. If it's your birthday or anniversary, that's where you want to be. If it's your birthday or anniversary, you call into Pat. He writes your name down to list, and at 10:45 spins the massive wheel and gives away some prizes. And today's Friday, so he's gonna have that little extra Friday Patness to it. You know, I can feel it right now. And then after Pat, today being Friday, during our Power Hour, we've got Senator Sawyer. She's in Studio C.
We're just saying.
We're just saying. That's from 11 to noon. If you've got questions for Senator Sawyer, engage. That's what she's here for. Consider it like her office hours.
Yes, she's great. Very approachable.
Loves answering questions of people of the community, wants to know what's on your mind. And then noon to 3, per the usual, as we do Monday through Friday, the Todd Starnes Show. Catch your national politics here, noon to 3. And then at 3 o'clock, Dr. Eastman. Dr. Nicole Eastman of Rose Pharmacy in Cornelius, bringing down the house. Crushing it, per the usual. Doing great. Looking forward to her topics today. Same with Dr. Fred. Told Dr. Fred, keep going. Don't let him slow you down. I don't care if YouTube does ban us. I'm sure the other hosts won't like it, but that doesn't matter to me. Want the truth. Got to tell people about it. So Dr. Fred, keep on keeping on, keep on doing you, sir. And then at 5 o'clock, Brian Summers, the most local man in the community. On the record with Brian Summers. 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, by the way. And then we spoke with Joe Berg last segment, WSIC sports director, keeping you informed of what's going on in the sports world, 6 to 7 p.m. Again, Monday through Friday. Someone who I haven't mentioned who else is Monday through Friday on WSIC, Bill O'Reilly. 7 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, we carry Bill O'Reilly, No Spin News. He was on Tucker on X this week. Bill O'Reilly was Tucker's guest this week. It was really cool to watch and see Bill O'Reilly, like with where he's at right now in his career. He talked about a lot of things. They get pretty, personal stuff on Tucker's show on Twitter. And so it's cool to watch Bill O'Reilly. I grew up watching Bill O'Reilly with my mom and my dad watching Fox. So it's kind of cool that we can carry them here on WSIC. And so it's pretty interesting. They talked about his famous clip. I don't know if you've ever seen it when he was on, Inside Edition or whatever show he was. We'll do it live. They talked about that clip. I thought it was pretty funny to hear the story behind it. Why did you blow up in that moment? He seemed a little mean. But it was cool to hear that conversation. So, yeah, Bill O'Reilly, No Spin News, 7 to 8 p.m. if you're looking for some more national politics. I always enjoy listening to that show as well. So, full lineup today, as every day. All the content available on demand, WSICnews.com. We video stream everything as well, so you can go back and watch it on demand on our website or on any of the social channels where we live stream all of our content. Again, this weekend, the All-American Dog Show going on in Cornelius. We will be there. The WSIC tent will be there. I will be there. Ben Daniels, Senior Director of Sensory, his dog Oliver will be in the Speckled Spots competition. And I think we've got a shoe in. I'm also going to try a dog treat with Mike. I don't know why I volunteered myself for that. Brought up the comment that I have had a dog treat before in the past, and so we'll see how these ones taste and see if, are they human grade? Don't know why that'll be funny and why I did that to myself, but I did. And I asked Mike Wolf of the town of Cornelius if he also would like to partake with me with a dog treat. So that'll happen at some point. We'll see how that goes. And we hope you can join us. We'll be at Robbins Park on Sunday from 2 to 5. You've heard about the WSIC yard sale, I assume. But I shouldn't assume. WSICnews.com/yard sale. You can reserve your spot today. They're free. Black Automotive Group has come alongside us and said, you know what? We want to help the community. We want to make sure everyone has an opportunity to participate. We'll cover some of the cost. And so Black Automotive Group has said, okay, we will cover it. So a free general spot for selling stuff. Free. Now, if you want to be on the home ad show, because, Pat's doing a special home ad show, you still got to pay $50. And you can get a special spot. You're a little bit closer to the station. You'll get a little bit more prime placement. And you have your opportunity to be on the home ad show to tell people about all the wonderful stuff you want to sell. That includes our retail storefront vendors that like to attend trade events. You will have to register and pay for a slot. The free spots are for the general community who want to sell things. And to attend the event, obviously, is free. Working on the parking situation. We do have like a 5-acre field there in Statesville where people will be able to park. And we know that that's always important. There'll be food trucks. You're going to have a little live music. Couple of bouncy houses.
It's a good old time.
It's a good time. October's got a lot going on.
It does. Do you think it's the time where everybody's like, okay, well, now it's not as hot?
It definitely is. The cool air, the crisp, cool air outside is one of my favorite things.
You wear
about
it well,
the
my
fall.
friend.
I love the crisp, cool air. I want that year round, but that will not work well for our crop cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to accept that.
Right.
It's not just about me.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I feel like I should make it about me a lot of the times, but then I don't. I don't want to.
You don't make it about you?
I try not to. I mean, I'll tell you my thoughts, feelings, and emotions on things. I will interject my opinion when requested, but most of the time it's not requested, so I try to keep my mouth closed.
Do you know what happened last night?
The game got delayed, the baseball game.
Yeah.
Is that what you were going to ask about?
No. But there was another baseball game that took place.
Last night?
Yes.
The Charlotte Knights?
No.
The
Possibly, but
Milwaukee Brewers?
Nope.
I
wore a shirt.
The Orioles?
The Orioles.
How'd it go?
The Orioles have won. They won the game last night. Got 100th victory of the season.
That's what your text was about.
100.
I was trying to understand that.
100, and they have clinched and won the AL East.
So are they at home the first round, I assume, of the playoffs?
Yes. Well, they actually get a bye the first round.
Wow.
Yes. They'll get a bye. Yeah. And they'll probably play some really hard team, probably like the Rays or the Astros.
Do you want me to bandwagon the Orioles?
Oh, no, you're fine. You stay, please. At this point, everyone stay where you are. This ship has sailed.
Do exactly what you've been doing the whole season.
Up. Yes, exactly.
So you're not going to let me come over and watch a game?
You can come over and watch. You can come over and watch.
Okay.
All right.
As we get close, I'll wait till we get to the final rounds.
Okay.
I mean, I'll come hang out, but I'll wait. I'll let you get all the way to the dance, and then I'll come and intervene.
You know this one?
No.
I don't even know if we're allowed to play this. Oh yeah. When we score the runs. When the Orioles win, we all win.
Is this the official theme of the Orioles? Oh, baseball, yeah. Baseball, baseball. Baseball. Woo! Who doesn't like baseball? Raise your hand.
I'm raising it, baby.
Woo! This is turned into an official Orioles show. Woo! We are repping the Orioles here.
100 wins.
WSIC officially endorsing. Never mind. Nope. We're not doing that.
Yep.
No, we don't want to change.
Nope,
you
nope,
said
yep.
Let's not.
You're
nope.
good.
Okay, do it.
Nope.
Don't do it.
Correct.
We don't want to see the Orioles. Wait, no, we do want it.
We do. We just want to keep it going.
We're doing exactly what we've been doing
Correct.
The entire season.
Correct. Keep your support level.
That is the WSIC stance on everything, exactly how we felt the entire year about baseball.
Thanks. I know I didn't ask to play that, but I appreciate it. That was actually this Friday's Good, Bad, Ugly.
Oh, yeah. That's what that was right there?
Yes, it's all good.
Okay, so it's all good.
It's all good.
Okay, no, that's a fair point.
Well, government needs to get this government shutdown thing worked out.
Do they?
They do.
Does it matter?
It does.
I think didn't they vote last night on the floor I saw for the House about not sending money to Ukraine? Isn't that one of the things that went down, I think, last night?
Figure it out.
300 million, I think, was the magic number.
They need to get it figured out.
It's only money. What's the difference? We're all going to die.
Oh, wow.
Is that the? Oh, wait, no, wait. It's Friday. No, we don't end the show like that. That's more of a Tuesday comment. Oh, Pat Shannon up next. Good morning, LKN fam. We'll be back next week. Sunday, come find us at the All-American Dog Show in Robbins Park in Cornelius. We hope you have a great weekend. Love you, my kid.
There's a thundering roar from 34.